The soldier named Leon stepped through the wreckage of the crashed shuttle with slow care. His boots pressed into the cracked metal floor as sparks rained from broken panels. Smoke drifted through the silent forest clearing where the alien craft had fallen. He held his rifle low, not raised in threat, but ready in case something inside was still dangerous. His breath was steady as he scanned each shadow that shifted in the half-broken lights. The forest itself was young and bright. Leaves shimmered silver under the sunlight. Vines glowed faintly along the trunks, as if the trees held quiet streams of energy within them. Leon had never been to this world before. The crash signal reached his patrol station only minutes earlier. He had expected to find debris and nothing more. Instead, he stood before a shuttle that clearly belonged to a royal or diplomatic traveler. Its design held the elegant curves his briefing file said belonged to the high houses of the Lumarin. People. Leon moved forward through a hanging panel that swung like a loose door. The air inside was warmer. Machinery hissed. He heard a small sound ahead. Not a voice, but a soft, frightened squeak. Leon paused. He listened. The noise came again. He followed it until his flashlight beam revealed a small girl curled inside a protective cradle. Her skin shimmered with a faint glow. Her eyes were large and bright like polished minerals. She wore a tiny crown band around her temples. She was not hurt, but she trembled. Leon lowered his weapon right away. He lifted both hands to show he meant no threat. He spoke with a calm voice that filled the quiet shuttle. "It is all right. I am here to help." The girl peered up at him with a mix of fear and hope. Her voice shook. "Are you from the stars outside our realm?" "Yes. My team received your distress signal." "Are you alone?" She nodded. Her small fingers clutched the edge of the cradle. "My guardian did not wake after the fall. I tried to call for help. I was afraid no one would hear." Leon scanned the cabin. He saw an adult Lumarin slumped near a console. The guardian had not survived the impact. He kept the sight hidden from the girl by shifting his body. She did not need to see it. She was too young for that pain. Leon knelt beside her. "I will get you out. The ship is not safe." She blinked and whispered a single word. "Lyra." Leon nodded with a gentle tone. "Lyra, that is your name, I think." She nodded again. "I am Leon. Stay close to?" Lyra uncurled herself and stepped toward him with unsteady feet. Leon lifted her into his arms. She held onto his jacket as if he were the last steady thing in a breaking world. Leon carried her out of the shattered shuttle and into the shining forest. The cool wind brushed past them. Lyra looked around wide-eyed at the trees. "Everything feels different. My mother says forests breathe with us when we walk through them." Leon smiled slightly as he moved along the slope toward a safe clearing. "Then this forest is glad you are still here." He reached the landing zone where his small transport hovered. Before he could take another step, a distant rumble rolled through the air. A bright surge of light tore through the treetops. Leon turned fast and shielded Lyra as a strike exploded behind them. The blast was not natural. It was a weapon. Someone had fired from above. Lyra cried out and clung tighter. "They are coming for me. My mother said they would try." Leon kept calm as his training rose in his mind. He placed Lyra behind a fallen trunk and pointed to the ground. "Stay low. I will keep you safe." A dark craft swept across the sky. Its hull looked like carved stone forged into hard wings. It circled for a second pass. Leon's transport alerted him with a warning tone. He could not reach it without exposing Lyra. The attacking craft fired another shot. Leon moved fast and pulled the girl deeper into the trees. He spoke in a steady way that softened. the fear in her eyes. I will not. Let them touch you. Lyra nodded as tears streaked down her glowing cheeks. Leon moved from cover to cover. He scanned the treetops for a weakness. When the craft banked, he spotted an exposed engine vent. He took careful aim and squeezed the trigger. The shot hit hard. The craft shook and lost balance. It spiraled downward until it crashed beyond a ridge. Leon lifted Lyra again and moved quickly toward the ridge's far side. When they reached a safe distance, he looked down at her. "Can you walk now?" She nodded. Leon set her down softly. They advanced together toward his transport. He opened the hatch and ushered her inside. The interior lights warmed the small space. Lyra looked around at the simple metal walls with curiosity that overpowered her fear. "Your ship is not like ours. It feels strong and honest." Leon did not fully understand her words, but he smiled anyway. "It gets the job done. Strap in." He guided her into a seat and secured the belt. She looked at him with a small tilt of her head. "You are very calm." Leon took the pilot chair and began the liftoff sequence. Panic never helped anyone. I learned that early. The transport rose above the trees. Lyra looked through the window at the distant horizon. She whispered something, but Leon could not hear it. Then she spoke louder. "My mother will know you saved me. She will be grateful." Leon looked back at her. "Your mother is the queen of your people." She nodded once. "Yes, you rescued more than a traveler. You rescued the heir of the Lumeran line." Leon turned toward the controls again. His voice remained even. "Then we must get you home fast." The transport broke through the atmosphere. Stars filled the view like silent witnesses. A large vessel awaited them in orbit. Its hull glowed with pale gold lines. A docking request came through at once. Leon responded with his code dot. As they approached the airlock, a team waited. They bowed to Lyra the moment she stepped out. She ran ahead with relief. Leon followed her at a respectful distance. The corridor opened into a grand hall of shimmering crystals that rose like chiming pillars. The queen entered from the far end. Her presence filled the hall with quiet strength. Her mantle flowed like woven starlight. Her eyes focused on Lyra with overwhelming relief. Lyra ran into her arms. "Mother, he saved me." The queen held her with gentle care. She kissed her forehead. Then she looked up at Leon. Her gaze held warmth instead of distance. She approached him with graceful steps. She placed her hand over her heart in a gesture of deep respect. "You protected my child when all could have been lost. You crossed danger without hesitation. Tell me your name." "Leon. I serve the human coalition. I only did what anyone should." The queen shook her head with calm certainty. "No, many would have hesitated. You did not. There is no greater act of honor than safeguarding a child. For this I offer a gift." Leon lowered his eyes. "Slightly. No reward is needed. But it is. Promised." The queen motioned for him to follow. They walked through a long passage until they reached a chamber filled with floating lights. They drifted like tiny suns. Each light represented a bond offering. The queen explained with a serene tone, "Our people give rare gifts only to those who have touched our future with kindness. A rescuer of the royal line may receive one blessing of their choosing." Leon looked around the chamber. "I do not understand what the gifts are." The queen raised her hand. One of the lights descended toward him. It pulsed softly. Inside it, Leon saw shapes like memories and visions. The queen spoke with clarity. "A gift can be knowledge, or healing, or a vow that our people will stand at your side in any trial, or something more personal. But the choice is yours." Leon hesitated. He thought of Lyra's trembling form in the shuttle. He thought of countless missions, battles, and the weight of duty. He looked at the queen. I choose nothing for myself. Give something to her instead. Give her safety in the future. The queen stared at him with quiet astonishment. You would refuse a gift meant to honor you. Yes, she is young. She deserves every chance to grow in peace. The queen turned to Lyra. The girl watched with wide eyes and held her mother's hand. The queen knelt beside her child and placed the light in her hands. It sank into Lyra's chest and glowed warmly. This will guard your path. Wherever you walk in the future, the memory of this human will shield you. Lyra looked at Leon with gratitude that needed no words. She stepped toward him and held his hand briefly. I will remember you always. Leon nodded. He felt something quiet shift inside him. Not pride, not glory. Something simpler, purpose. The queen stood again. She walked closer to Leon. Your humility is rare, but I will still give you one gift. A bond of trust between our people. From today onward, any human who carries your mark will be welcomed in our realm without fear. Leon did not know what to say. He bowed his head respectfully. Thank you. The queen smiled. No, thank you for bringing my child home. The royal guards escorted Leon back to the docking bay. Lyra waved at him from the corridor as the doors closed. Her smile held a warmth that reached him even through distance. Leon returned to his transport and prepared for departure. As he lifted off from the grand vessel, he glanced once more at the golden lines of the Lumaran flagship. A faint glow shimmered where the docking port had sealed. It felt like a quiet farewell. The journey back to Coalition space passed with calm ease. Leon rested his hands on the controls and looked ahead at the distant stars. He felt no weight upon him now, only a sense that something good had happened in the universe. He rescued a child, and in doing so formed a bridge between two distant worlds. When he landed at his home station, his commander asked for a report. Leon summarized the mission without embellishment. He did not speak of gifts or honors. He only stated that the child was safe and the threat was removed. His commander nodded. Well done. You acted with distinction. Leon simply replied, it was the right thing to do. Days passed. Then a message arrived from the Lumaran Queen. It praised the bravery of one human soldier and announced a new treaty between their peoples. Leon did not expect this. He read the message twice with a slow breath. The station celebrated. Many noted that a simple act of courage had created new hope for both civilizations. But Leon did not think of treaties or political praise. His thoughts rested only on a small girl with shimmering eyes who had clung to him in fear. He remembered her smile when she was reunited with her mother. That memory felt like the only true reward. Months later, a transport from the Lumaran realm arrived. Inside was a crystal sphere engraved with gentle patterns. It was addressed to Leon alone. When he touched it, the sphere glowed and opened. A soft voice emerged. Lyra's voice. Leon, I am learning to be strong. My mother teaches me each day. I carry the light you gave me. It guides me and it reminds me of the day a human soldier came through fire and carried me to safety. Thank you. Leon listened in complete stillness. When the message ended, he set the sphere on his desk. He sat in silence for a long time and let the quiet warmth of the message settle into his chest. Not long after, Leon received an assignment to join a new diplomatic corps. He joined without question. His mission was clear: to uphold the bond formed through one rescue and one small act of courage. The first world he visited was the Lumaran capital. As he stepped off the shuttle, he saw Lyra standing with her mother. She was taller now, more confident. She held her small crown band with pride. When she saw Leon, she ran toward him with joyful energy. You came back. Leon smiled softly. Of course. The queen approached with a calm expression. We welcome you as a guardian of our future and a friend of our house." Leon bowed respectfully. "I am honored." And so a human soldier and an alien queen's daughter forged a connection through kindness and courage. The galaxy would remember their story not for battles or war, but for the simple truth that a single act of compassion can shape the fate of stars. Leon did not seek glory. He only sought to protect a child in danger. Yet in doing so, he received a gift greater than any treasure, a bond of trust, a bridge between worlds, and the lasting gratitude of a young girl who would one day become the queen of her people. Wherever Leon traveled afterward, he carried that memory with him. It guided him through uncertainty and gave him strength in difficult moments. It stayed with him as a constant reminder that humanity's greatest power was not in weapons or strength, but in the ability to care deeply, even when the stars felt vast and indifferent. Lyra grew into her destiny with steady grace. She often spoke of the human who saved her. She taught her people that strength comes from compassion just as much as it comes from wisdom. She repeated the lesson her mother taught her after the crash. Those who protect the young carry the light of the future within them. Leon never asked for recognition, but in the halls of the Lumaran realm his name remained etched in gentle light. Not as a warrior, not as a hero, but as the one who rescued the queen's little girl and asked for nothing in return. A simple act, a humble man, a wonderful gift.